Hi guys, I wanted to do a really quick video about Ember and client-side i18n. So I'm working on this little project to see kind of like how it would feel to write LinkedIn's front-end applications using Ember. So in doing so, I'm writing everything to the specification. This includes things like uh, having things like internationalization. So I kind of have to figure that out. Luckily, James at Zendesk had this solution here called Ember i18n. It does pretty much whatever you would expect it to do. You can have your translations file, and then you have like your mustache templates here, or your mustache syntax inside of it, and that this just works. So in Ember, there's the concept of bound properties. So when the reference to the the property is updated in one place, it gets updated all over the place. So this is kind of cool with like translation. So in the case here, I have my connection count is 255. But I wrote this little toggler down here that when I click on this is going to change to 1. And as you can see, we not only update the count, but we also update the string, and an inflection is done upon that string based upon the count. This is really nice, and it doesn't really, I don't have to go into the DOM and get a reference to the value and get the string and then do something like, if it is 1, then it is connection. If it is 0 or greater than 1, it's connections. It just happens for me. And the way this kind of works is, if I come over here and I look at my translations file, is that I have connection count, and then I have this .1 on the end. And now you don't see this actually when I go use this in the template down here. We just call connection count, and then we pass it a count binding. And this model.connections is what we display in this badge up here, is like what we call it. So if I inspect this, you'll notice that developer tools open. This is the connection badge. So what I have here is model connections, and so that is the count binding. So this is how the inflection is done. It takes a numerical value, and then it does the inflection, and then it chooses just to say, okay, do I need to do the singular or do I need to do the plural form? This is really nice. So another thing that we have at LinkedIn is we don't really show the connection count over 500. We do like 500 plus. So I have this is 500 conditional statement here, and what this is going to do is this is going to print out this 500 plus translation right here when the connection count is over 500. So the way that I kind of set this up is the next time that I click this, it's going to give me like 2,000 connections. So we should see that it should be 500 plus. And as you can see, it goes to 500 plus, and we are back at connections. So that's all I kind of wanted to show right now is some, client-side i18n stuff. If you really quickly, I can show you how this is working in terms of, where's that? So all I'm doing here is this is the toggler. So I'm just setting properties, the connections to 1, and then I do this click state to true so that I can toggle back and forth, and then on that second trip it's to 2000. And that's really all there is to it, is you're just pushing data around and you react to the data, and you don't have to worry about digging into the DOM to get a reference to something, which is really nice, and that's some of the boilerplating code that Ember doesn't force you to write to get things to work. That's it.